Well, I was first hoping to go from the coin to the bodyboard. Specifically, I want to see if that would be a good thumbnail.
What's up, everyone? Welcome to the 679th episode of the Pokemon Podcast. It's super effective. I'm your host, Steve. With me is Bobby.
Hello. I'm out of the garage. I'm back in the old office this week for once. So it's a nice little change.
I'm sure the video watchers are ecstatic. They're like, "Oh my gosh, there's something behind you."
Yeah, right.
Another special guest this week. We've had special guests lined up for quite a while, and we continued the train of special guests. We have Mr. Jordan Fringe here from the formerly Shadowless podcast.
Yeah, great to be here. I love the podcast, and RIP to the Shadowless podcast, but it won't be gone forever. There'll be special one-offs.
Nice.
Oh, that's exciting. There we go. That's your breaking news. One-off Shadowless coming.
Real breaking news.
We don't have a soundboard here, Jordan. I'm sorry.
Oh no. Yeah. I still hear the soundboard in my sleep. I do.
For those who don't know who you are, can you give a quick AI summary of who you are?
Yes, let me ask ChatGPT. Jordan Fringe is a YouTuber. Yeah, that's right. Formerly of the Shadowless podcast, that's correct. Which was a Pokemon podcast. But mainly, I am a YouTuber that talks about nostalgic shows and video games, cartoons, just everything that I grew up with and that probably we all grew up with. And I talk about it all on YouTube in either a normal length of time or a way too long of a length of time. So, it's either or.
No, I love going through your
Very
YouTube channel and like seeing shows I forgot about. And I'm like, oh yeah, that like Totally Spies was a show that I definitely watched and definitely forgot about.
And now it's back. It's continued. It's back. It's like one of those ones where it's like, oh, it's just there's a new season of it, and then it's still going, and it's weird. It's interesting.
All right, well, this is a Pokemon show, so we do have Pokemon news. We have some mega news. There are two events that Pokemon things will be at, not including Worlds, but then after the break, we will be talking about Worlds because IGN got a merch preview. And if you don't know anything about Jordan spends the most money on Pokemon merch out of anyone I've ever met.
Me? No, what about Nate? Come on, Nate. I think the last two Worlds, I remember last World specifically, Nate and I went receipt for receipt at the end to see what I think we spent like nearly the exact same, and I think he only beat me by a bit because I think he factored in Marie's stuff. So that's all I'm saying.
Okay, all right.
So I think that's it. But I'm gonna tone it down this year. I'm out of room. Let's just put it that way. No more room.
We have a little bit of Pokemon Sleep news, a little bit of Black Bolt, White Flare news. Also, maybe if we have time, we'll squeeze in the City Safari stuff. I completely forgot until I was writing the notes that they announced 6 City Safari locations. So we'll see what the pacing of the show feels like. Let's get into things with the Pokemon at specific locations news. Mega news. I have this titled Mega News. This is off Pokemon.com. Visit the Pokemon Mega Evolution Experience booth at Comic-Con International, which is in your neighborhood next weekend, Bobby?
Mm-hmm. It is. Yep.
Nice.
Do you go to this?
Yep.
Is this a thing you attend?
It's funny. I've lived in San Diego my entire life, and I have never once been to Comic-Con. I've been down. I've been around the convention center I live about a mile away from the convention center. So, I've been down and around it and done some events that are like the non-ticket event. Because Comic-Con does a lot of non-ticket events like outside of the convention center as well. And so I've gone down and done that. But yeah, I've never felt like I've wanted to actually attend a Comic-Con. So, I won't be attending this booth, although it does sound cool.
It does say a mega fun weekend on the horizon. That's their words, not mine. Trainers will be trainers. We are bringing a Pokemon Mega Evolution experience to Comic-Con from July 24th to the 27th. At our walkthrough convention experience, you'll have a chance to go on your own Mega Evolution journey to catch up on the latest of Pokemon Legends ZA, the Pokemon trading card game, and Pokemon Go. As you explore the booth, you will receive a mission pass to participate in a series of interactive activities to teach you about Mega Evolution. At the end of the adventure, you will get a special photo opportunity and copies of Pokemon Black 3 and White. Oh, wait, it doesn't say that. You will get Mega Evolution themed goodies while supplies last. To add more fun to the experience, you can participate in Mega Raids in Pokemon Go to topple a powerful Venusaur. Once you complete your experience, you will get rewards for the... Here, I'll read the rewards. You'll get 4,000 trainer points for TCG Live. You will get 24 hourglasses in TCG Pocket. You will get a Platinum Mewtwo emblem and a 3-day Mega Mewtwo X or Mega Mewtwo Y license in Unite, and you will get 3,000 gems for Pokemon Masters. That is probably not worth the price of a Comic-Con ticket, but if you already have a Comic-Con ticket and you're listening to this podcast, you should maybe stop by.
Yeah.
I don't think you're going to be able to play ZA early. If anyone is wondering, they probably would have said that.
No. Yeah, probably not. Although it does say, agreed, like you're not going to be able to play ZA early. Let's just throw that out there. But the first paragraph does say, go on your own Mega Evolution journey and catch up with the latest on Pokemon Legends ZA. So I wonder if it'll just be whatever like trailer they maybe show at the Presents. Yeah. If they show a trailer at the Presents next week, they'll just have like that on loop or something. But did Pokemon, they did something last year at Comic-Con as well, right?
It was at a New York Comic-Con. I feel they did like that whole setup for Surging Sparks.
Oh, yeah. And that's right.
And I like that they're doing more of this. These like little experiences and like little previews. And I think they're with this mega stuff all coming out, I do think that this is like their big shift and change for the next year or so of cards. So I think they're really trying to make the biggest splash possible with this set, and I think they're doing quite a good job. Like the black and white set just dropped like yesterday as recording this, and it's like Pokemon's already like, but don't worry about that. Look at all this other stuff that's about to come out instead. And I love how they always do that with their card sets. Whenever the new one drops, like, okay, it's already old news though. Don't even worry about it.
It is. You're 100% right. They do so much leading up to it, and then once it drops, it's like, okay, we're moving on to the next thing.
Have you heard about this other one coming out? Yeah, get ready for that one.
Yeah. Well, the pre-orders for the Mega Evolution set on Pokemon Center went up like last week before the Black Bolt and White Flair sets even came out. They're already like, just worry about the next set.
That's how you know how to get ready for pre-orders for it, because if the new set's about to drop, you're like, all right, within the next week or so, they're going to start dropping all the info and pre-orders.
Yeah.
You just got to get ready.
Yep.
Well, it's funny because when the Black Bolt, or not the Mega TCG stuff dropped, they also sent an email being like, we have new backpacks and stuff. And I was like, oh, let me see the new backpacks. And then I instantly got IP banned because everyone was trying to get the TCG stuff. This is a miserable experience every time. I just wanted to look at the backpacks.
Yep. It's like going to the Apple store on like an iPhone release day to get like a iPhone, like a case. Right? Like, I'm just going to pop in here and get a case. And then it's like, oh, never mind. I'll just wait a day or two.
The Surging Sparks thing was cool. I think it was the same thing where they gave like a bunch of free stuff. So if you went through it, I think you got like 2 or 3 free booster packs and whatever other goodies they like threw in the bag. This seems a little bit bigger, but the Surging Sparks thing was like free. You didn't need a ticket to Comic-Con. It was like in a different building, like 2 blocks down or something like this. And then I think there was one year at Comic-Con, they did like a Horizons preview where they showed like the first episode of Horizons early for Comic-Con people.
That's cool.
That might have been 2 years ago. I don't remember how old is Horizons at this point. I think 2 years. Yeah.
That sounds right. Yeah.
I think so. I think it'll be at the end of 2023, so Yeah, that would make sense. I think it was like right after we got the final episodes here, they were like already on to previewing Horizons. They're just like the card. Yeah, it's just to say they're like, man, isn't Ash's journey after all these years? It's finally over. So emotional. Yeah, let's talk about. No, guys. With this next anime, it's okay. It's all right. It's all right. We can move on. It's all good.
We're out of money to talk about this anymore. We have money for the new thing we have to talk about. If you would like to play Legends ZA early, there will be a playable demo at Gamescom, which is actually where that like Pokemon Go truck is ending. Is that which I think that first, as of we're recording this, I think that first truck experience was today in London. And
it was today in London. Yes, it was.
Yes, and
it's
it
been
was
somewhere
like
before today, but
pouring rain, which is like the classic Pokemon Go London experience.
Yeah.
As someone who spends quite a bit of time in Ireland, that whole region, it's the Pokemon Go experience. It could be sunny out, like, oh, finally a good day. 5 minutes later, it's pouring rain. So that's the Go experience.
Sad.
Remind me never to book a trip in that area to play Pokemon Go.
Just ever.
Just ever.
Doesn't matter what time of year. Just ever.
They're saying, okay, this stuff Nintendo Insider. They're saying there will be a demo playable at Gamescom alongside a hands-on demo for the upcoming Switch 2 and Nintendo Switch exclusives. Traders can also learn how to play the TCG and Pokemon Unite. Attendees can try out a hands-on demo of Legends ZA. And then there's 2 little asterisks there. And nowhere on this webpage does it say... Oh, no, sorry. It was just a quote.
It's just a quote.
I just don't know how to read. This was coming from social media? What tweet was this? Oh, it was the UK Pokemon News. Got it. Okay, that's why I didn't see it. Attendees can try out a hands-on demo of ZA. Okay, so I doubt any of us are going to Gamescom, although I do know there's German listeners that will probably be going to Gamescom. I think the actual news from this is if on August 20th, is that Gamescom? Yeah, August 20th. That would probably mean there would be a demo at Worlds if they're going
to ask.
Demo it at Gamescom.
You'd hope so. That's 1 week after Worlds, right? Or
yes.
Like maybe it's like the Thursday after Worlds.
Yeah.
Yeah. You would assume, right? Like that would be so weird if they're like at our own biggest like event of the year. We're not going to have this demo available, but we'll have it available at this other one like 4 days later.
Yes. Okay. I'm glad we're on the same page here.
Yeah.
At our own event, we won't have it, but 4 days later, it will be here. Like that would be crazy if there was no ZA demo at World.
Mm-hmm.
Well, at least that Sunday of Worlds, we'll have like the ending ceremonies, right? And we usually get our announcements, and we'll get like previews of cool stuff. Do you think that there's like something big, like some big surprise from ZA that they're going to show off during that right before Gamescom? Like that they're going to release like not another new, like say trailer like we're probably going to get here shortly, but like something like announcing a certain new Pokemon or new feature in the game that's like going to blow people's minds away, and then that's what's also going to be part of the Gamescom like showcase.
Maybe, yeah. I could see something like that. Are they...
We're in like a weird
Pokemon
position.
Company have a history of releasing like some big thing about the upcoming game at Worlds, typically?
Usually it's always been VGC focused, or like at least like competitive focused in nature. This was like the whole conversation last year at Worlds, where everyone, because I remember co-streaming it, I was like, everyone was in the like arena, and then I'm in like this little like hallway down the hall from the arena, like streaming off my laptop. But everyone kept saying like they're going to show ZA or they're going to show Black and White, and it's like, why would they show that at a competitive event? And then they didn't end up showing that. They announced Anaheim, they announced San Diego or San Francisco, and then and yeah, there was no ZA trailer at that Worlds at all.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
They showed the TCG, they showed the Mega Evolution and like not Mega Evolution, sorry, Trainers Pokemon, and
like
TCG stuff.
Like ends
at
like
that.
the black and white
and
stuff they showed.
Yeah, well, yeah, the stuff we've had for the last like few months, but That was where they debuted that stuff, though, right? That was that first trailer was at Worlds.
So it's weird now because we're like in 2 days, or when this podcast comes out, it will be the next day. Will be the presents.
The presents.
And then we'll talk about that the following podcast. But like I'll stream it or whatever when it comes out, and then we'll talk about it all day on Twitch, and then everyone will come in and complain that there won't be black and white remakes, which is fine. But like, wouldn't they show their whole hand there, and then like what would they be saving for Worlds?
I just remember Champions. I feel like if you're gonna go competitive, Champions seems like the competitive thing that they're trying to build. So maybe some sort of update about it in this presents, full on something revealed, like a special announcement at the end, be like, hey, we're going to build this up into another sort of competitive tournament that is now a part of the World's experience that you compete in or something.
Yeah, I think they have to show Champions on Tuesday. I still think Champions is like their summer game, although we're running out of summer, so like but I can definitely see, I still stand by like Champions is going to come out maybe August, September. You could debate whether September is summer. I get it. I understand. What was it, that one game where I think it was DLC where they said it was like coming out in like summer and then it came out in like September, and we're like, you're kind of stretching it. That's fine though. I guess.
Until September 20th or whatever they've got, that's still, they can call it summer.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. They have till like the 22nd or
Yeah.
But I also think Champions will be playable at Worlds, right? Like you have your huge competitive thing, and your competitive game that's supposed to eventually come out isn't playable at Worlds. Like I think both will be, because
both Champions and ZA are going to be playable at Worlds.
I didn't think ZA was going to be playable until they said it was showing up at Gamescom,
right?
And now that definitely feels like it's going to be playable.
Well, now I feel like Champions isn't going to be playable at Worlds because I feel like they wouldn't do both. I feel like they would do one or the other. They wouldn't want to split that. Like they would want to give people one new experience that's really exciting to play, and not split it between two different brand new experiences.
At a PAX, they have Legends, Scarlet and Violet, and like Unite. They'll have like all three set up to play.
Yeah, but those are all out already.
Yeah, don't they want to build hype for both of their games coming out?
I just don't think they would do that.
I think it would make sense that, if anything, Worlds would have Champions on demo because it's the competitive game at the competitive event, where Gamescom would get the first, I guess, proper hands-on for the game right afterwards. Potentially. I mean, if Champions is supposed to come out, if it's supposed to just drop anytime soon.
Yeah. I mean, to your point, Steve, you did just say like they would be more competitive focused at Worlds. So maybe they wouldn't actually give like a ZA demo. They want to keep it more on the competitive focus side, and they would do I mean,
they had Let's Go Pikachu,
Champions.
Let's Go Eevee at Worlds, but at one point.
Okay, well, you keep
that's
changing
so
things up on
competitive.
me. That's so Have you ever been past the Elite Four in that game? It's all competitive.
It's all competitive. No. I think they have really doubled down on wanting to make this like a celebration of Pokemon.
Yeah.
So like having things for people to do, sure. I don't think having two demos is like too much. There was the DC Worlds where they had like Masters, and they had, I think, Sword and Shield at one point, and then they still have their Pokemon Go stuff. I guess I could see them maybe saying this week, I could see them maybe saying we'll have more information about Champions later, or show a little bit, but we'll talk about it later. And then at the end of the Worlds ceremony, that we already know where it's going to be next year. They already showed that hand.
Yeah.
But I definitely still think they're going to say like Champions is going to be available in a week, or in 3 weeks, or Champions is going to be available like September
tonight,
or maybe yes.
Right after
Shadow
Worlds.
drop.
It's just available.
But I still think we're only going to get the Switch version. Mobile version will come later. This is exactly what they did with Unite. And they kind of have to get it. So when Joe UX9 was on, he talked about how they'll still run Scarlet and Violet probably until November, December, and they won't switch over because that's how they did with like past games, which is totally normal, and I agree with him. But if you're going to switch to Champions because we need something to hold over until Gen 10, you have to have it out there for an X period of time to like work out the bugs, to make sure people know about it, to market it, to so it has to run a little bit ahead of time before. Like if they're planning on making the Switch in January, I don't know if they could, or not January. Let's say they're planning on making the Switch in maybe February. They can't just release it in January and be like, okay, we're going to start running tournaments. Like you have to have tournament organizers know what they're doing and like make sure that what the rules are standard. So you have to kind of release it a little bit early just so it's working.
That's fair.
Yeah. I mean, when they change it over for like a normal generation to next generation, like for instance, when they switched it from Sword and Shield to Scarlet and Violet, there was 2 months, I guess, technically between them, because you had Scarlet and Violet coming out in November, and then they switched it over in let's say it was January, so they had 2 months of the game being released before it switched over.
Yeah.
So,
well, there was a tournament, I think, in the UK for Sword and Shield on the day Scarlet and Violet came out.
Yeah.
I mean, there's other competitive stuff they can show at the end of Worlds too, right? Like, they could show something for Unite. They can show TCG stuff. They could show, I think they did Morpeko last year. Morpeko was like the Pokemon Go competitive thing that they showed. So like,
yeah.
I thought that would have maybe been Aegislash, but Aegislash is already coming before that. Although they haven't talked about Aegislash's form change
right,
and how that's going to work.
Could be Cramorant.
Yeah, that's my worry, is they're going to do Cramorant and GBL, because how else are you going to like make that Pokemon unique with its form change?
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, okay. I mean, I don't want to speculate too much on the presents because I already did a video on YouTube, but also this will be a very weird listen on Tuesday if you're like, well, we already know.
Right.
Well, we know about merchandise for Pokemon Worlds, and we need to know how much Jordan is going to spend. So we will take a quick break, and then when we come back, we will talk about the IGN exclusive preview of what will be at Worlds merch-wise. So we will be right back. And we are back from our break. IGN had an exclusive, I don't know, how much, you ever think about how much these companies like pay or what relationship happened to get these like previews?
Exclusives. Yeah.
Yeah, these exclusive. They showed a bit of the merchandise here. I took some notes here. Ray Spooner is back. That was the company that does those Hawaiian shirts, Hawaiian brand, right? They're doing another shirt. At least from the pictures, we can see one shirt, one tote bag, and one hat. There's a bodyboard this year, which will be $80. The representative, Rupenthal, somebody who works at the Pokemon Company, they said, as far as other apparel, there will indeed be a varsity jacket. There's no picture of it, though.
Yep.
That's like a surprise to no one, since Pikachu's wearing a varsity jacket. And then they're saying this year, Pokemon Center Online will have a promotion that week where if you purchase stuff from the online Pokemon Center, you will get the championship coin, which they did that last year. They just didn't like market it very well. I think it was last year was like definitely that Steenie coin or something.
Steenie coin? No, I got a really nice World Championships coin with Pikachu on it when I ordered something from Pokemon Center last year. It's like a really like heavy like metal coin that came with, it was just free with whatever was purchased or something. It was just some promotion, but it was a Pikachu. It said World Championships on one side and had like the Pikachu with like the scuba gear or the snorkeling gear on the other side.
Oh, okay, yeah. Okay, I remember now. Steenie was like the distribution, the like in-game Scarlet and Violet.
Yeah.
Yes.
There's a code for that. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We don't know what that will be this year.
Right.
Victini. I don't know. We had Victini at London, so I don't know if they're going to do that again.
Yeah.
Jordan, you going to get this bodyboard? Is that on the list of things to purchase?
It's on the temptation list of things to purchase. That's for sure, because I already know my heart is set on definitely a Bear Walker skateboard, of course, right?
Mm-hmm.
But now I'm like, okay, because I have a suitcase big enough for the board. Do I have a suitcase that's big enough for the board and the bodyboard and whatever else I get, you know? So it's like, and that's assuming I can even get any of these things. So it's a maybe. I think it's a unique item. It's like a weird thing, you know. It's like it's the ukulele of this year, right? The ukulele was like, that's such a cool one-off weird Pokemon idea that you have to get it. So I'm like, is this gonna be my ukulele this year? And I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking.
Not that I would or am using the ukulele, but I feel like the ukulele looks good on a wall. I don't know if a bodyboard looks good on a wall.
I mean, you have a skateboard on your wall right behind you right now. A bodyboard would be similar.
Would it? It's like a piece of foam.
I don't think it's going to be. I don't think it's going to be a piece of. Is it going to be a piece of foam? Like a.
Our bodyboards made out of
cheap.
Are they foam or are they wood? Maybe a skimboard is wood. I don't know if I know the difference.
I think it's like that, like hard, like it's breakable, like that foam, but it's like very sturdy foam. It has like that cloth over it, like the texture that goes over it. I feel like it's something like that. I don't know how to describe it. I'm not an aficionado with how these bodyboards are created, but in my head, that's how I see it. They
definitely have bodyboards that are. Well, yeah, it's more skimboards, I guess, that are the skimboards that are made of wood. But I feel like they wouldn't. I don't think it's just made of foam. I could be completely wrong. I'm not as big of a Pokemon merch. You're
the San Diego surfing expert because the beach is right there.
I do not surf. Well, surfboards aren't made of foam. I can tell you that. But bodyboards, I just don't see it being $80 and it's made of foam. I know you guys are gonna be like, oh, of course it's like $80 because it's Pokemon tax, blah 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 blah. No, I don't think it's gonna be $80 and made of foam. I think it's gonna be like a nicer material of some kind. But I still think you could hang it on your wall, Steve. I don't think that it looks that bad.
It's just very big.
It is.
It's like, 2 skateboard spots.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
See, but I actually skateboard, so that the skateboards on my wall don't seem that out of place.
Bodyboarding.
I don't know how to surf. I don't even know how to swim. So like there's no interest. Like I couldn't use this if I wanted to.
There's no wrong time to start.
It's true. This is
just
true.
jump in.
I think you make a good point though, Jordan. You purchase there are suitcases big enough to fit a skateboard. Totally. There's no way this is fitting in anyone's suitcase.
It's hard to. It's unassuming from the photos to see how exactly big or wide this is. Especially because there's no skateboard next to it to compare. But it's definitely not going to be easy, and hopefully there's some FedEx or UPS places you can ship from. So
yeah, that's true. Yeah, I'm just looking at like the typical size of a bodyboard. Again, I know I'm a San Diego native, but I don't have any knowledge of any of this stuff. They say between like 38 and 46 inches, so that's actually kind of big.
Yeah, because it's supposed to fit your whole body.
Bring the empty suitcase. It'll just be an empty one. I won't put any of my clothes in that one. It'll just be empty just to fit all this stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, it would probably be cheaper to just get. Well, maybe the bodyboard comes in a box because the ukulele came in a box.
Right.
So maybe it comes in just like a square box. You can walk over to FedEx and just ship it directly in that box. Because if you're hanging on the wall, the box is getting tossed.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I will say, part of it, the problem, well, I'm just looking at the one picture that has like all the stuff and you can't see the whole bodyboard. It's like the top is cut off.
Yeah.
But it looks like it's about 2.5 times the length of that backpack that's sitting right next to it, which it's got to be pretty sizable if it's like 2.5 backpacks in length.
I do like to measure things in backpack size. Yes,
unless it's a tiny backpack, but I don't think it is.
I like that measurement system.
Yeah.
Measurements in backpacks. I found out randomly that like, I don't know, back at some point in history, horses were measured by hands, like how many hands high is a horse. And I'm like, that's such a weird, because I thought about, I was like, okay, we use our feet, and like, that's roughly a foot long. I get that. But it's like, okay, how many hands is that horse? That's about 12 hands.
Yeah.
So we're measuring in backpacks now, and I appreciate that system. I think it's a good system.
That's so weird that you thought that you randomly came across that, because so did I. I was looking up horses for some reason for my kids, and it said like the height of, because I was like, what's the difference between like a pony and a horse or something? And it was like, ponies usually like 4 hands. I was like, hands? They got feet. What are they talking about hands for? It's like, oh, that's how they measure horses. It's so weird.
I don't know what it is I saw, but I came across and I got confused. I was like, what do you mean by hands? Who's measuring with hands? And my girlfriend was like, yeah, they used to measure horses with hands back in the day. And I was like, what do you mean they just did that back in the day? What does that mean? Yeah, they just did it. They don't do it anymore. They might. I guess they still do.
Yeah. Very odd. Very odd.
Well, they're doing something this year where they're... Wait, what was I going with that?
Mm-hmm.
He threw me off.
They're doing stuff with horses with Pokemon this year. This is going to be big.
I don't know where I was going with that. I lost my train of thought. Varsity jacket. I don't care about the Bear Walker skateboard. I don't think I care about the bodyboard. I want the jacket.
That's the big ticket item for sure.
But what's a varsity jacket? The varsity jacket's gonna be like $200, right? Maybe $250 with Pokemon tag.
Easily. Like how much was it? Was it like $180 for the one in Japan for that really cool jacket? It was like something around there.
It was the jacket that no one cared about until Ishihara came out on stage.
Right. So he's going to be wearing this varsity jacket on stage. Like the chances of that happening are like the highest possible.
Right. No black and white remakes. No new Mega Pokemon in ZA. Ishihara coming out in a varsity jacket. Definitely happening.
It's a definite. Put that on the bingo card. That's the free space, honestly. But I'm excited for the jacket. I do think it'd be cool. I know Nate and I have been talking about this. He's been, before even that little like blurb announcing it like officially existing, Nate's been messaging me. It's like, I don't know what I'll get from you. I'll try to be good this year. But it's like, but if that jacket gets announced, if that's real, I'm going in on that one. I'm like, I know, me too. We all want that one.
Do you care about the Ray Spooner stuff? Do any of you care about the Ray Spooner?
I think it's really cool. I don't know if I'll get it this year. I got all the stuff last year, the both items. They're very nice.
Do they have any pictures of any of that stuff, or is it just...
It's the hat. It's the bucket hat. It's the blue shirt in front of the bucket hat, and then it's the tote bag next to the backpack is all Ray Spooner, I believe.
Oh, okay. I'm seeing the... Okay, I didn't see that picture yet. Okay, got it. No, I have no interest in that.
I like the color. I think it's a very nice color.
Color's nice. Yeah, color's nice. But, no. I mean, it looks like not for me. That's what I'll say. Not for me. But looks nice. I'm sure some people will love it. Are you interested in it, Steve?
No.
Okay. Okay, there we go.
So on your list so far, Steve, jacket,
just jacket,
and that's it.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. I will change my mind on Bear Walker if it's an actual skate deck like he did for the Umbreon, Espeon, like that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
If it's just another cruiser, I don't need any more cruisers that I'm not riding. I got 2 non-riding cruisers on my wall. They look great. I like them. I'm still mad there's no Pincurchin because I have Snom and I have Pikachu, and I need the last one to complete the set, and he never did that. But if I'm putting more money into a skateboard, it would only be Pincurchin or Cramorant. But I would like an actual Pokemon skate deck that I'm okay with tearing up. And I wanted the Santa Cruz stuff, and that all got sold out. Because I was like, I don't care. I'll tear up a Wartortle deck. That's fine. I just want it to be a Pokemon deck.
Yeah.
You don't want to go buy a Santa Cruz deck from eBay for 15 times the price of what they were with
the cheapest I saw was like 300 for Charmeleon, and I was like, the skate decks are like $60.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't do that. No, I'm interested in if he actually does a skate deck. That one year in London he did 3, and then in Japan he did 1, and then in Hawaii he did 1.
Yeah.
And he just did the EV collection skate decks recently, so I would be curious if he would do another just like normal skate deck, not a cruiser deck.
I would say there's a good chance he could. I feel like he'll have like the one, full on big one, and then a couple, maybe like 1 or 2 designs that are
I would love that.
Yeah, I think that'd be cool.
And I would even buy 2. I would just buy 1, and I would be like, I'm going to tear this up, and that's fine. I think things should be used. As I say that, as these skateboards have never been used.
Yeah,
but I have.
What are you talking about?
I have usable skateboards.
So if you end up with the bodyboard, you said it yourself. You have to use it, so you got to just jump in.
I'll trade you a bodyboard for a skateboard. How's that,
Steve? You've sat there with all those Pokeballs behind you for years, and I've never seen you once use any of them.
How do you know I'm not throwing these at my cat on a regular basis? Although if somebody broke into my house, I have multiple chances to throw and hit them with, because they're very heavy.
At least 15 chances.
Right. I have to hit one. They're very heavy. I think they would do damage.
Well, honestly, just throw the Labubu, and I'm sure they'll just go, actually, that's exactly what I wanted.
Yeah.
And then,
Oh, great. Oh, perfect.
Oh, great. All right, have a good one. Thank you. And they look at your wall. Oh, wow, is that a bodyboard? That's great. Where'd you get that?
I don't know what other items they could announce that isn't like the Bear Walker skateboard and that isn't the varsity jacket that would be like California specific.
Oh, California specific. Yeah, I was gonna say the one thing they haven't announced, and they probably won't, but there's a picture of it. But there's no like plush of it or anything like that. Is the Toad School?
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Oh, so you think you're gonna? What if they announce roller skates? Would you be into that?
That would be sick.
That would.
They
be
would look
pretty
so
cool.
good on my wall. That would look.
Oh, okay.
Oh man. You're not getting me on rollerblades. I went down that road as a kid. I learned my lesson quick. They'll go on my wall.
Do you think Mr. Bear Walker could squeeze? Like, do you think that's a new market for him? I mean, it's just wheels, right?
So.
I don't know. We should ask him. We should.
Yeah, you want to text him right now, Jordan?
On shoes. Yeah, I'm gonna send out. I'll be like, just listen to this. Pokemon, rollerblades. Just rollerblades in general.
Skateboarding adjacent.
Yeah.
Why not get into the mountain bike industry or the BMX industry? We could do that.
Yeah.
Has he ever heard of a scooter? Those are pretty popping right now.
Man, back in the day. Oof.
Mm-hmm.
Give me on one of those, a Pokemon one. Forget about it.
What
a Razor. Wait, Pokemon just collabed with Razer and released all like the stuff in the US for that finally, right?
Yeah.
They can collab with Razer Scooter. And it's I'm on board. I like these ideas.
Perfect. It's perfect.
It fits. It's on brand.
Well, okay. So at Worlds last year, they did like a bucket and pail like sandcastle set. They never showed that or talked about that. I bought that because I was like, oh, this is unique. When am I ever going to actually build a sandcastle? Never.
So you never used it?
But you could now.
I did use it. I used it on the.
Oh.
I used it in Hawaii. I made a little sandcastle.
I do remember that. Yeah, I do remember that.
And then I was told I was using the wrong sand, and I was confused because I was like, "I'm on the beach. What do you mean I'm using the wrong sand?"
You were using dry sand, weren't you? And not wet sand,
No.
so
I got it wet.
nicely?
I got it wet. No,
Okay,
people were saying that like that beach had bad sand for sandcastles, and I needed to go to a different beach.
What does that mean? I
don't know. I still don't know what that means.
You're using the wrong sand. Like what? But it's at the beach. Yeah, but like you go to that beach with that sand. What's the difference? I prefer it. What do you mean?
He said something like it was too coarse, or I thought all sand was coarse.
That's yeah.
I sort of understand what they're saying, but like, Steve, you come to California, all the beaches you're welcome to make sand castles on all the beaches.
Well, apparently it wasn't
Sand
working
is
very
right
well
for
in
all.
Hawaii.
So I've noticed on like the branding, especially you can see it on the backpack and like, with that whole car set up with everyone in the car. I have two, I guess it could be three things that they could be doing. But one, I think either an RC control car of that or like a little miniature model one. Like, that could be something. But what about just the Pokemon 25 as like a license plate? Like just a regular license plate that they could sell, like a novelty one that says, the PKM025,
I would go for that. I would go for, if anything car related, I would totally be down for.
If it's part of the marketing that heavily, there's got to be something car related like that. That's gotta be
I
there.
was very confused about why it was PKM and not PKMN, and now that you pointed out that it's a license plate, and that's why it's 6 characters and not like 7.
Well, technically in California, license plates are 7 characters, so PKMN 025 would have made sense.
Oh, I didn't know that. We got some California lore.
There's 6 characters in Minnesota.
Everywhere. I've never seen it more than 7, unless it was like a custom license plate. Maybe you can go to 7.
Oh, all license plates in California are 7 characters.
Yeah, mine's 6. But it is a license plate. I didn't realize it was a license plate until now.
I think
but an RC car would be cool. A license plate would be
car
cool.
would be sick.
Or just the model of the car would be cool, but license plate would be really cool. Yeah, they've got to do something car related. That would be awesome if they did.
They also have like neon signs in the background.
Yeah, definitely like a neon sign would be cool. I wouldn't want to travel with one. I'll tell you that much. I'm too scared to ship it or deal with that to be heartbroken by the time I get home.
Yep. Super fragile, right? Like,
yeah.
Well, see, all the things you're saying now, because all this stuff, I wasn't super interested in a whole lot of it because I don't buy a ton of merch from anywhere. But if all these things about car related stuff, neon sign or like a neon sign or like a license plate, these could all go in the garage that I usually record in. I could hang up on those walls.
Well, big thing in like car garages are like kind of cool stools. They could do like, a Pokemon stool, like the mechanic type that's like chill out stools.
Down with that too. See, these are all great ideas. I don't know if we're going to come true, but
either Pokemon is like, how does he know what we're working on? Or they're like, wait, these are great ideas. Hold on, write this down.
Yes. Yeah. Well, the whole theme is very cool because it was questionable before when like they can't really do a beach theme because they just did that in Hawaii, right? Like, and so it was like, what are they going to do for California? But having this whole like, I don't know what you would say, like
road trip
50s,
theme,
60s, 70s era like stuff is kind of perfect for Southern California. So it does fit nicely.
One more bit of merch news. There is a new Pokédex size Pikachu statue. I don't know how we missed this. This came out on July 15th, I think. Collection company Sideshow is teaming up with Pokemon to create a new line of collectible statues. First will be Pokédex size version of Pikachu, and it will be, I don't know how many hands it'll be, but it's saying that it will be 18.5 inches tall, 17.6 inches wide, with a circular base of 9.8 inches deep. And it is next to this woman, and it is very, very big compared to her.
Mm-hmm.
And then they previewed a Charizard below that, but they don't have any details about the
Pokedex
Charizard.
size.
Yeah, I don't think that.
Yeah, I don't think Charizard's Pokedex size. He does look cool though. But Jordan, are you in the market for a Pokedex size Pikachu?
Not necessarily a Pikachu. I have a lot of statues, a lot of different varying in size statues, like all around, and I'm kind of very selective now with statue space. If if it's something that is in like my top 5 of a thing, then I usually am more interested. But as much as I love Pikachu, I don't know if I need a life-size one. Most importantly, I don't know if I have the space for the life-size one anywhere at the moment. So I might pass on this one. I might have to pass on it.
But what if what if you had Pikachu and the bodyboard?
Okay.
You could put him on the bodyboard.
Okay. Yeah. I see what you're saying. There's a good argument here for this. Now you got me thinking things that I shouldn't be thinking. I'm like, okay, what can I move around? Where can I put things? So this is not healthy. What are you doing to me, Steve?
Yeah, that's a nice statue though.
Yeah, it looks nice.
Does it say how much it is? Does it say how much it's going to be?
No, we have no price.
5
here.
something. I thought I saw a pre-order link on their website. It was like 5 something for the pre-order. I don't know if that's the full cost or just the pre-order put down, but it was like
$525.
$585. $525. Close.
Expected to ship between December of 2025 and March of 2026. It's a wide window there.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I don't know. It's pretty cool. It is pretty cool for sure. But I just don't think. I don't know, because I got 2 kids, and then they're both going to be like, "It's mine," and be like, "No, it's mine." And it's
what about like right there,
problem
right behind you, between the plant and the piano? Like it goes like right there.
Right there.
Yeah,
I know, right?
Perfect.
Be a good spot. But they get taken. It'd get taken like every other day.
Yeah.
I'd be worried like the tail would snap off or something if you had it kind of like on the floor in the corner and you bump it.
As somebody who has had 2 of those Gigantamax Pikachus that came with the Gigantamax Pikachu that came with the 25th, the Celebrations like box set, right? I gave one, I bought a couple of those for the packs. I gave each of those Gigantamax Pikachus to my kids. Both tails have snapped off of those Gigantamax Pikachu.
I was gonna say I have a lot of the world's like ceramic, or no, they're not even ceramic, they're resin. The world's resin figures. And every Pikachu, I think, is their ear has broken off some way or another, where like I bumped it on something, or like I just have a bunch of like broken Pikachu ears and like super glue sitting next to it. Like I'll eventually like glue this back together.
That's so weird. I'm thinking of like an Italian mobster having like people's ears in like a thing, and Steve's got like Pikachu ears like in a jar.
Just breaking on me. That Gigantamax Pikachu from that collection is like one of my favorite pieces of merch. I think it's really good. The Chonky.
I loved it as well, and I kept one for myself, and I gave one to my son when my daughter was too young anyway, and then it broke. And then I eventually gave my daughter the other one because I was like, all right, well, he's got one here. You can have the other one. And then the tail broke on that one. It's like, these tails are just not meant to survive.
Not meant to be.
Super glue sales, though, are skyrocketing.
Yes.
Through the roof. Pokemon should partner with
Pikachu.
Pokemon should partner with Super Glue.
That's a great collab.
Mm-hmm. It really should.
Pikachu Super Glue. This is great.
Yeah, I'm loving this.
Now that's the world exclusive.
Yeah, with Ponyta on the cover, on the thing of the glue.
Oh, see, Pokemon, you got to be listening. These are the real brand deals that we got to be setting up here.
Yeah, we know they listen. We know. Let's take one more break. We got Pokemon Sleep, a little bit of Pokemon Go, a little bit of Black and White, not remakes, but TCG stuff. We got all that after the break. We will be right back. And we are back from our break. Let's do a little Pokemon Sleep news here. Jordan, you played Pokemon Sleep? Did you give up on it? Did you try it?
Yeah, I played it for a solid month when it came out. I think the Japan trip for Worlds really ruined it, for my streak, and then I just never went back to it properly.
That the common theme with people is travel, breaking the daily pattern.
Yeah.
It really is. Just not even traveling far, but just breaking that daily pattern of playing it for a few days seems like it is what really takes people out. I took a small break on it, and it started with I had a work event, and it just kind of took me out of the typical how I played the game, and it was just I was oh, I think I'm good for a bit, and I feel like a few other people have said that too. It's travel specifically to Japan for some reason. For some people, it's been Japan trips that have stopped it.
The news here is this is off oricon.co.jp. Pokemon Sleep certified as Guinness World Record for most downloaded sleep game app with 28 million downloads and more than 1 billion sleep sessions recorded. That's pretty much it.
People be sleeping.
That's true. Most downloaded sleep game, most downloaded gamified sleep app. Yeah.
What are other sleep game apps?
Oh, Yu-Gi-Oh! Sleep.
I've never heard of another one before. So when it was
Digimon
most
Snooze.
downloaded, what are the competitors?
Sure, Disney
here?
has one. You ever play that Zombies Run game where they gamify running?
No.
I
didn't know that.
It was they
gamify everything.
It was when zombies were real big, around the time Walking Dead made its debut on TV and everything. It was just zombies were chasing you, so you had to run a certain pace to stay ahead of them, and there was a story mode where the next run session you could make a choice of you could run for materials and stuff.
It's you're really in the zombie apocalypse.
I don't need a game to feel like I'm really there right now. Yeah, that's cool. Bobby, you enjoying the second anniversary event? Is it everything you've wanted?
Everything I wanted. No, it's fine. I think the problem that I'm coming up against right now is I want to catch a few different Pokemon a day that are popping up because there are 5 new Pokemon. And, Plusle and Minun each are 10 pips. And then, obviously the Hoenn starters are all 5 pips each. And I just don't have the biscuits, the Poke Biscuits, the Great Biscuits, all of that to do it. Even if I go through and use all my sleep points for the ones you can buy from the exchange that don't cost diamonds, I'm running out of all of that for the month because I've been using them all up, and now it's oh, I don't want to spend diamonds to get this stuff, and so I have to not catch Pokemon now that are popping up, and it's kind of frustrating. So,
that's the incense scam, because if you buy the bundles with the incense, you don't want to use the incense and not catch the Pokemon you're incensing.
Exactly.
It's a really good scam they're running over there at that. Ilka strikes again.
Yeah. So it's fine. It's cool. I do like that all these Pokemon are now in the game, and then over time it's cool. I can focus on a Mudkip at some point or Trico, but otherwise, yeah, I don't know. It's another event. I guess we still have one more week of it, so that's cool. I do like all the little the daily gifts that they're giving as well for logging in and clicking on the little present. So that's nice. Otherwise, yeah, it's pretty good. Haven't gotten a shiny in a long time, so that's also frustrating.
no
but
shiny
that's
for
not
me.
Elka's fault.
Do you think they're gonna bring Mega Evolution to Sleep? These 3 starters can all Mega Evolve.
They really are pushing it.
They
in,
are.
like, every part of
come
the
up with
games.
something to make it work. Like, Mega Evolution Pokemon offer way more food that they collect or something if they're Mega Evolved for the night or something.
Right? Yeah.
You know,
Or they get like
they could easily do that.
you could like Mega Evolve
Yeah.
once a week for something to happen overnight when you do Mega Evolve.
Yeah. Yeah, it would definitely be something time limited, right? Like, they've never done anything with Mega Evolutions where they stay a Mega Evolution, right? Like, it's always been time limited in any game. Yeah. So
Like
Yeah, they
Pogo,
could.
it's like 8 hours, and then it has a cooldown. And Unite, they Mega for their ultimate, and then it cools down. And I feel like they're pushing it really, just because they're pushing Mega so hard, or it seems like it at least on paper. And then these 3 starters just happen to be able to Mega. I don't know. Maybe I'm overthinking it. Maybe it's just like,
No,
they did Gen 1 and Gen 2.
I think you're onto something. I think you're onto something.
Yeah. Did they didn't do Gen 2 for the 1-year anniversary though. They did Paldea for the 1-year anniversary, right?
Yeah, Gen 2 was in the game at the start.
Oh, it was. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I think it might just be a coincidence that like it's just like Gen 3 is the next gen, like after 2, and so they put them in. But I don't know. I think Mega Evolution would be kind of weird in a game like Sleep, because it's like a battle focused type of thing, and you'd like Mega Evolve for them to go to sleep. Would be kind of a weird change to that, but it could happen. It could happen if they really want to push it.
It's a possibility.
Black Bolt and White Flair are now out. It came out yesterday as we're recording this podcast. We're recording this on Saturday since Quaxley Community Day is Sunday. Did you guys get this, or is I haven't gone out to look if they're in stores or how hard they are to find, or I'm sure they're impossible to find, but what do I know?
Yeah. So I think only some of the products dropped yesterday, right? Like the Elite Trainer boxes and the poster collections. I don't know if every product of Black Bolt and White Flare dropped yesterday, but at least the Elite Trainer boxes and the poster collections did. And I pre-ordered one of each from Pokemon Center. So I got my Pokemon Center ETBs, but here's where I will give my PSA. Make sure whenever you shop on a website, delete your old shipping addresses that you do not use anymore. Because with this order, with these 2 ETBs, I accidentally shipped them to my former address, which luckily is only a mile away from where I currently live. But Pokemon Center doesn't let you change it. Once you have pre-ordered something, you cannot change the address of where it's going to be shipped. So I had to like go over there this last week and try to like make friends with the tenant of that apartment so that they didn't take my package when it arrived. And luckily they were very cool and I was able to get it from them yesterday. But
nice.
Just delete out your old shipping addresses so you don't accidentally do that.
That's fair. I haven't gotten mine in yet. I have some pre-orders that I think are saying like by Tuesday maybe they'll be here, so I haven't opened any of this set yet. I do find the set pretty cool and interesting. I think all the illustrations are cool. I think the most interesting thing is that there's the same Victini card in each, but they're different.
Wait, what?
They're the same rare Victini card, the full art like copper red Victini card is in both sets with stamps that one says from the white set, one says from the black set.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. And one is more valuable than the other because the pull rates on it are like slightly different, where it was harder to pull it from one than the other, so it's up by like $100 more. And I'm like, that's so funny. It's the same card with just the difference of, is this from the black one or the white set? It's like, which one? And I think that's funny and cool, and I don't know. It's just interesting to me that they have the same card in both and it's two different cards.
That is interesting. That's my chase card for the set. I didn't realize there's one in each one.
Yeah.
I saw that it was in Black Bolt, and I was like, okay, I'll open that box first and try to, see. And now, okay, now I got two shots at it. I got one. I got Black Bolt or White Flare.
Does that change? Do you now want both?
You gotta
now.
get both
now I want the one that's more expensive, but I'm not going to resell it or anything. But it's like now I got to go for that one.
Your chase card just became two chase cards.
yeah. I don't know if I like that. Steve, are you planning on opening any of it? I know you've kind of been like hit or miss on opening TCG stuff lately.
I mean, I like black and white a lot. I think if I saw these ETBs in a store, I would pick them up. But I definitely will not pay over market for any of these cards. I mean, I've never paid over market for cards. When like the Vivid Voltage celebrations, all that stuff started happening, I was like, nope, I'm out. If I find it at retail, cool. I'm not paying a penny over retail for this stuff.
Yeah.
Very fair.
It does seem like a lot of the illustration rares, because there are so many of them, and it seems like the pull rates just on like the regular illustration rares are fairly decent. And so it seems like for the singles prices, they're kind of not too bad if you're just looking to like collect some of your favorite Pokemon and just kind of want those illustration rares. You might be able to find them like fairly cheap, like TCG Player or maybe your like local card shop. So if you don't want to open a bunch of packs, but you do have some favorite like Unova Pokemon, I would definitely, after maybe give it a couple weeks, because usually just the prices are always inflated like right around release day. But give it a few weeks and then check TCG Player, and you might be able to find your favorite stuff for relatively cheap.
Oh, we didn't talk about this, but this is TCG related. On the IGN exclusive preview, they have the map of the World Championship, like the event map, where the Pokemon Center is taking up like 1/3 the entire venue. And then they have like main stage and programming stage, and then they have like an autograph room, a creator zone, pin trading, collect and trade corner. They have a partners and merchant area, and I don't know what that is. I think I know what that is. So in Hawaii, they had a TCG hall where there were vendors, and I got yelled at originally because I had my stream backpack on, and they were like, "No filming, no." And I was like, "No, I'm authorized to film everywhere." And then I had to like go get a specific sticker that said I was authorized to film, and then they were like really mad that I came back with the sticker and then showed them the sticker, and I was like, "Yeah, take that, security guard." But the thing about the hall was that you weren't allowed to use cash. Like all the trades in the hall had to be like product for product. So they wanted it to be like a genuine, like I'm going to trade you $100 worth of cards for $100 worth of cards, but we're not exchanging cash. And I talked to one of the vendors. I think the vendor was Domino City. I was like, "Hey man, can I ask you a couple questions? Because like this room is like really weird, and like they say no cash, and I literally just watched a cash transaction happen like 2 booths over." And I was like, "What's happening here?" And he said like any vendor can get a booth there. You just have to like apply for it. It doesn't cost any money, and then you can set up. But yes, you're not allowed to do cash. And I was like, "Is it worth it for you?" And he's like, "No, not really, but like it kind of gets our name out there." But he's like, "It would be better for me to just go outside the convention center and then sell cards for cash, because they can't stop you from doing that on the street." And I think they're doing that again this year. I don't know what partners emerge. I don't know what else that would be. Because if you're gonna spend money at Worlds, the Pokemon Company wants you to spend money at the Pokemon Center.
On that, yeah, right.
Right.
True.
They don't want you like doing $1,000 deals with some vendor.
And then you can't afford anything in the Pokemon Center because you spent all your money on on the secondary market.
Right. And they also probably don't want kids just straight up getting scammed.
Yeah.
And like a vendor offering like $50 for like a $500 card or something.
Sure.
So I think it would be cool. It's funny because I thought of this, Bobby, when you were like, "Oh, go to your local card shop and they could probably have singles." I do think it would be cool to be like, I have all these cards I don't care about that are valuable. Can I walk into this hall at Worlds and be like, can I trade these cards for cards I actually care about without needing the pressure of like money being behind that? I mean, there is still that monetary value of like this Giratina card is worth $500. But what can I
in
get
your
for
junk
that?
somewhere? It's
I'm
in your pile
looking
of
for it.
cards
I'm looking
somewhere
for it.
Jeez.
The desk is clean.
Every time.
Yeah, I don't know. I just thought that was like, if you want to see the map of worlds that is on IGN's exclusive preview, also maybe bring Pokemon cards to Worlds if you maybe want to trade them or sell them on the street because you can't sell them in the venue.
I think bringing Pokemon cards to Worlds is definitely a good idea. If nothing else, I feel like you're just going to have other people there who might want to trade. Like,
oh, for sure.
Whether that's in the TCG hall or not, like people are going to have their binders. So
And people trade for merch
my
too.
trade binder. Yeah, true. Very true. So yeah, I'll definitely have my stuff there to trade, and like I'm happy to trade with people. I think it'd be fun to just trade. Like, it doesn't have to be like anything crazy. Just like trade cards just to trade. It's always a good time.
Jordan's gonna trade a EV coin all the way up to a PSA 10 Charizard.
I was gonna start with something like that. I was first hoping to go from the coin to the bodyboard. Specifically, I want to see if that would be a good thumbnail. 80-cent coin, or sorry, 8-cent coin probably to $80 boogie board or bodyboard. Either way, it'd be good.
Yeah, just trade your way up. Yeah, I hear people love those videos.
People love those videos. They're talk of the town every time they happen. I hear all about it.
I will say, when I was at a different card convention, I was like in line getting coffee or something, and I ran into this like father son, and the kid had been doing that. Like, he did just not for like on film or anything, but he was that
was his problem, right there.
Somewhat cheap card. Yeah, right.
You guys take a camera in somebody's face and then offer the trade.
No, but like he started with like a fairly cheap card, and then when I saw them and was talking to them, he had like a PSA 10 Venusaur Celebi tag team card. Like, he had traded up to this like very cool card, and he was like 8-9 years old, and his dad was him, and they were just like going through it. But I don't know, I thought it was pretty cool. Like, it wasn't like I don't know, I can't do that kind of stuff. I don't know how I'd be able to, but I thought it was cool that this little kid was able to do that.
I feel like I'm always trading down in like Pokemon Go. I always have like these like things that people want, and I'm just like, just give me like a Pidgey. I don't care. Like, just take it from me.
Yeah, exactly.
Speaking of Pokemon Go, they announced new Safari Zone locations. I'd be curious if you guys are interested in any of these. I know Jordan will join any raid I invite him to.
Listen, I try to make sure if I see the invite, I'm like, all right, I gotta join. Sorry, I gotta go. I'm getting cold.
My help is needed in this raid.
I'll be there.
So all of these events are taking place on September 27th and 28th. So you can't go to, I mean, maybe you could go to two if you just did one day on one and the other day on the other. But September 27th and 28th, we have Amsterdam, Bangkok, Cancun, Valencia, Vancouver. Oh, and just Vancouver. Sorry, I thought there was a sixth one. There's only 5.
So what one are you going to?
I think I just might go to Vancouver. I haven't been.
That one seems the easiest, I feel like, to get to.
Yes. They speak English there, I heard.
That's true. They do. I think I'm going to do Amsterdam, potentially.
Ooh,
yeah?
Nice.
So I will be in Ireland at this time,
okay.
when this is happening. And it's not a very far flight to hop over to Amsterdam for a weekend, So it's in the air right now, but I'm thinking about it.
Have you been to a Safari Zone before?
I haven't been able to do them before, no.
Oh, okay. They're pretty good.
I mean, it looks fun.
Have you been to
some good
Amsterdam
stuff going
before?
on. No. So I've also heard there's lots of fun to be had there as well. It's very, very pretty city. So
I heard do not stand in the bike lanes or you will get run down. They're very serious about their bikes over there.
Oh wow.
it's just like New York.
Yeah.
Maybe less trash.
Less trash
Probably.
and maybe a little less aggressive if you're in the bike lane and they're telling you to look out.
Yeah. Bobby, you hate flying, but is there a spot on here where you'd be like, oh, I wanted to go here and Pokemon Go at the same time?
Yeah, I'm not flying to any of these, but I think if I was going to choose to go to one, it would either be Vancouver or I'm staying in the Americas here, unfortunately. Cancun or Vancouver probably would be the. Gotta stick close to my water. I mean, all these places have water. Like all these places are very close to someone close to
got
water.
water everywhere.
But,
I was looking up
no,
to flights for all of these,
Mm.
and not a single person in my Twitch chat seemed interested in Valencia. It was like people were like Vancouver or Cancun or Bangkok but no one cared about Valencia at all.
Really,
Man.
you've been to where did you go in Spain, Steve? when you
Madrid
went?
and Barcelona I went to.
Okay, got
Yeah,
it.
I did.
Yeah, that's right. Jordan, have you ever been to Valencia, Spain?
I have not, no. I haven't even been to Spain in general.
It's right there. It's close to Ireland. You could take a day trip.
It is. I've heard it's right there. It's crazy. Any flight in like Europe or anywhere, it's so cheap. It's like, oh yeah, we just take like a weekend. They will just go to Amsterdam. Like, how much? That's like $20 for the flight. And I'm just like, $20. If I wanted to fly an hour away from here, minimum, it's gonna be like $300 for like the worst seat.
Yeah.
Like, are you kidding me? What do you
Yeah.
mean $20? Hop on the flight and you're there. Like, man, Europe doesn't seem real sometimes, and it's, I'm gonna take it up on an offer. I'll be like, you know what? If I can get to Amsterdam that quick for that cheap, sure, let's go have a good
Yeah.
safari weekend.
Yeah, totally.
I think you should take advantage of that. I think my problem with Vancouver would be like hotel prices, because the flight seems fine, and then I think my number one location here would probably be Bangkok, because I've always just wanted to go to Thailand. I've heard good things, but the flight to that would be more expensive. Also, a lot longer. I think it's like 27 hours.
That's nothing. Come on.
Yeah, it's nothing.
Longer than the
But-
event.
Yeah.
But I think hotels are way cheaper. So I think like the difference in
everything's way
price
Oh.
is like a wash. Like I'm paying
I
like
see what you're
triple
saying.
for the flight, but the hotels are like 1/4 the cost that it would be.
Yeah.
So it's like the only difference would be like the time wasted in the air. And also maybe, a language barrier on top of that, but that's fine. Like I've figured out Korea and Indonesia, and we'll make
I
do.
believe in you.
Yeah.
I say go for it.
You get around. You'll be able to get around the city. I will say, no offense to Vancouver, but you probably got better food in Thailand as well than you would
Yeah,
in Vancouver.
probably way cheaper as well.
What
Probably a
is-
lot
Yes.
cheaper.
Yes.
I feel like I could like think of like the distinct food items and all these other different locations that would be like, oh, these are like really good. These sound incredible. I can't think like it was just poutine. Like it's just us all Canada. It's just
Yeah, I
like
don't-
like what does Vancouver specifically have? What are they known for? What do they have that's like, oh man, the food life there is going to be great? It's like, no, we have Taco Bell that sells fries before the American Taco Bells did. It's like,
I think we'll find out after this comes out, because I think there's a lot of people that listen to this that live in Canada. So
we love the Canadian audience.
Yeah,
Some
yeah, no, I
comments,
mean,
people-
It's cool that Canada's
Letting
getting
us
an
know.
event. I think the
Yeah.
Cancun one is
Yeah.
kind of weird, because when I think of Cancun, I just think of like hotels and resorts and like the beach. I don't think of like a city experience, but
No, that sounds fine with Pokemon Go resort experience, resort safari.
isn't
It's
Cancun
great.
also like isolated? Like you kind of have to like drive to get there, and once you're there, you're kind of like you're there.
Yeah, but I think that there's probably enough city to like do stuff in a particular area of it. This being someone who's never been to Cancun. But like,
you're selling it great.
Just
Yeah, it sounds awesome. I've already booked my ticket now that you've said that.
Yeah, there you
go. Well, if you go to one of these, they'll all have the same spawns. So you'll have Zubat, Mankey, Krabby, Gen 1, really strong here.
Great.
If you're not sold yet, hopefully those 3 sold you. Your Gen 2 options are Sunkern, Unknown A, B, C, and V. I'm not quite sure why those letters are there, but okay.
Amsterdam, Bangkok, Cancun, and Valencia, and Vancouver. They all start with those 4 letters.
Oh, right.
Valencia
and Vancouver. There we go.
Yeah.
Figured it out. Wrap it up. The show's over.
I want a shiny Leafeon with a hat.
That's true. You can get the EVs with the hat. You get Fanfeast Antler.
Right.
Then you got Feebas, Snorunt, Bidoof, Sigilif, which I think is pretty good for a lot of people. Archon, Clink, Elgium, Clauncher, Goomy, Mudbray, which is the Safari Zone Skidoo replacement, Sandygas, and Smoliv.
Nice.
And then, of course, Eevee with a hat, which you could then evolve into other EVs with hats. There's no like exclusives. Like they all these have the same spawns, unless maybe we get closer and they start to say that somebody is exclusive here and somebody is exclusive there. But
you don't think
also
they'll have backgrounds.
Surprising, the EV should have backgrounds.
EVs?
Yeah,
backgrounds. Okay, yeah,
Nice.
I don't know if Mudbray had. I don't think Mudbray had backgrounds for the first round of Safari Zones.
Can Mudbray be shiny too, or no?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, everything can be shiny.
Got
So this is the second set of Safari Zones this year. Surprisingly, no Korea. They did Korea 3 times in a row, and it's missing here. And then we still don't know anything about Wild Area, if they're going to do that again for a second year.
So what you're saying is this event is lacking soul. Thank you. Thank you. It was great being here. Appreciate it. Thank you. I'm sorry. I had to. I'm sorry.
Well, that's the end of our podcast. Thank you for listening and making it to the end. Jordan, thank you for being here. Where can people find you?
We really you can find me at your local internet. My name is Jordan Fringe, basically everywhere, or with a 94 at the end, depending on the social media platform. But yeah, this was great. Thanks for having me on. This was a lot of fun. Love all the exciting Pokemon stuff coming out. A lot of events, a lot of fun things to do. And I guess I'll be seeing you guys soon for Worlds. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we'll both be there. It's less than a month away at this point. Yeah. If you're on the premium feed, we'll have a little bit after the show. I cannot confirm if Jordan will be there or not. You'll have to pay the $5 to figure out, but we had to move a lot of things around to make this episode work today. So thank you for listening. Thank you for making it to the end. Like I said, if you're on the premium feed, stick around after the credits. This has been another episode of the Pokemon Podcast, and we are
super effective.
It's not really a problem. It is my personal problem. I don't feel joy to completing a set.
Okay.
Like if I have like 3, Space Time Smackdown, I think I'm missing like 2 Pokemon. I think one's like a Magmar or something. Or not a Magmar, a Magmortar.